Today, we are spotlighting a program that's transforming school lunch by putting students in the lead of creating healthy, cafeteria-ready meals through a culinary challenge. And we're joined by Sydney Ide, the student champion from last year's competition, the local DC chef behind Moon Rabbit, Kevin Tien, and Bonnie Moore, the executive director of Real Food for Kids. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, of course. Sydney, did I pronounce your last name right? Is it?
Sydney Ide, yeah.
Oh, good. All right. That makes me feel better. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. Bonnie, tell us more about this program and what inspired you to create it.
Real Food for Kids started about 15 years ago. A group of parents became aware that a lot of kids get most of their nutritional value during the school day at school, kids that are on a free and reduced lunch menu. My son was in kindergarten and I was frankly a little shocked at what was being served and how many additives were being put in the food. And we formed an organization to encourage more real whole foods be served to kids in school food while they're in school.
Thank you on behalf of all moms, by the way. That's amazing. Yeah.
And 15 years later, we have a very robust culinary challenge. It started quite a few years ago. And now student teams from across the whole region. It started just in Fairfax, but now they compete from DC, Prince George's, all over the region, all over Virginia. And they come to town on February 28th of this year, and they put together a USDA compatible school lunch menu, and then it's judged by Kevin Tien and his friends.
Wow, yeah.
And they get feedback, and then the hope is that these items are menued on school food menus and then they're offered to students. And they have a built-in marketing team because it was created by students.
Yeah, how amazing. That's phenomenal. And Sydney, you won the competition last year.
Yeah.
What was the dish that you won with and what inspired you to cook that?
Yeah, so this is just a gnocchi soup. It has sweet potato gnocchi in it and cannellini beans. That's what we used for like our protein source. And then for the fresh produce, we had spinach and we also had I think the romaine lettuce. They were all like local, like fresh organic produce.
Wow.
And like we were trying to think of something like different that you normally don't see on like a school lunch.
You definitely don't normally see something like that, and I'm sure it's both delicious and nutritious.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really fun. Definitely took a lot of teamwork. And there's just a lot that goes into like school lunches that I just did not know about.
Right, and now you do. And you mentioned a lot of teamwork and I'm sure mentorship. Chef Kevin, talk about what the mentorship program was like and what you were really helping to guide them do.
Yeah, being a part of Real Food for Kids has been like really exciting for me. You know, to be able to invest in kids who are the future of like the food scene, not just in restaurants, but when it comes to like nutrition, they should be leading the way. So to get to be a part of that and mentoring them and let them know a few chef techniques to help make the dishes, it's been really nice. Honestly, I think I'm the one that's learning the most.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in high school, I definitely wasn't making sweet potato gnocchi. I could barely make a sandwich.
Right. Well, this is like worlds away from chicken nuggets at the school lunch, right? And so is this something that's actually being served?
We're working on it.
We're working on it
right
That's
now.
amazing.
But many of the dishes over the years have been menued in several of the counties. Some of them have even been menued in mainstream restaurants on their kids' menu.
That is phenomenal.
So definitely making an impact.
Yeah, as we wrap up here, what would you say is the broader impact overall from something like this?
To see these dishes inspire the school food of tomorrow and have the cultural inclusivity on the school food menu that the kids bring to the table. Amazing.
Bonnie, Sydney, Chef Kevin, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations, and what a great thing that you're doing. I hope this spreads all over the country. Really great. All right, for more information, visit realfoodforkids.org.